Undoubtedly, each of you loves to listen to and tell different monster stories on Halloween night. But do you know which fairy tale the monsters themselves love to tell on the night before November 1st? Here it is, this tale. In the distant past, life was exceedingly hard for all monsters. Year after year, they dwelled in their dark world amidst hunger and cold. Not a single ray of sunlight pierced the monster realm. There were no animals or birds, not a blade of grass grew in those lands. It was a grim and terrifying place. Only in winter, when everything was blanketed in a thick layer of white snow, despite the cold, the monster realm appeared bright and even festive. Specifically on October 31st, on the night before the first snowfall, all monsters celebrated Halloween, the night before the snow glowing. This night was the only time of the year when all monsters were permitted to venture into the world of humans to gather food for the entire year. But as you know, since ancient times, October 31st was always considered the final day for harvest. Hence, when the monsters arrived in the human world, they found only empty fields and crops. Even all vegetables, fruits and berries had long been harvested. Therefore, the desperate ghosts, so thin that they were blown by the wind, skeletons, whose hunger had left only bones, and other emaciated and starving monsters, were forced to enter the village. There, with moans, sighs, and cries, they roamed the streets searching for sustenance. The most desperate among them sneaked into children's rooms to take whatever remnants of dinner or sweets hidden from their parents. This happened every year. Due to hunger, the monsters appeared increasingly frightening, and people, growing more fearful, securely bolted their doors. The situation for monsters became utterly hopeless. But one night on the 31st of October, a chimney sweep boy named Jack was urgently requested to clean the chimney of a wealthy house. From the roof, Jack saw several little monsters shivering from the cold and crying, rummaging through the trash behind the house. Jack felt sorry for the little ones. He wanted to make them happy in some way. For the late-hour job, the homeowners gifted Jack a large pumpkin and a handful of nuts and candies. Upon returning home, Jack cut off the top of the pumpkin, scooped out the insides, and then placed the pumpkin along with the earned sweets on his doorstep. He carved a few holes in the pumpkin and placed a candle inside, making it easier for the little monsters to find treats. That night, Jack's house was the only one where cheerful laughter echoed instead of cries. Learning of the situation, the villagers were very pleased and also started leaving treats at their doorsteps every Halloween. Even now, whoever knocks on the door on the last night of October, in the spirit of Jack, will surely receive treats. Even though Jack's left pumpkin might not have been enough to fully feed the entire monster kingdom, it became a symbol of hope for all. From that day on, Halloween became one of the most joyous celebrations of the year, filled with laughter and merriment. And the pumpkin lantern, Jack's lantern, became the main symbol of this celebration. The Rabbit Reader read for you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and dream.